Years ago, I came across a story that I think illustrates this well. A scorpion, being a very poor swimmer, asked a turtle to carry him on his back across the river. "Are you crazy?" exclaimed the turtle. "You'll sting me while I'm swimming and I'll drown." "My dear turtle," laughed the scorpion, "if I were to sting you, you would drown and I'd go down with you. Now where's the logic in that?" The turtle thought to himself and said, "You're right. Hop on." The scorpion climbed aboard and halfway across the river gave the turtle a mighty sting. Scorpion stings the turtle. As they both sank to the bottom, the turtle, with a resigned voice, said, "Do you mind if I ask you something? You said there's no logic in you stinging me. Why did you do it?" The scorpion replied, "It has nothing to do with logic. It's just my nature." The reality is that you have an enemy of your soul, and it is his nature to steal, kill, and destroy. He wants to steal your hope, kill your dreams, and destroy your future. If you're anything at all like me, in the midst of these pandemics that we've been experiencing, you've asked yourself, what's going on with our world? Well, I want to tell you, there are many serious health issues. There are serious racial justice, social equality issues. There are serious issues about economics and judicial reality. But can I tell you this? Everything that is happening has a spiritual root. We have a spiritual nature, and the world we live in is a spiritual world. And you have an enemy of your soul. Now, I've been pastoring for many years and have been privileged to lead Christian ministries, and I have seen the work of the enemy of our soul. I've seen him destroy lives. I've seen him crater marriages. I've seen him literally deplete energy from individuals and families and communities. I believe we're in a spiritual battle. Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 12 says these words. Some of you know this passage very well. It says, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." And this is the important thing I really want you to focus in. "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood." I'm going to pause right here and say something hard. Are you praying for this president? And if your answer is, "No, I don't want to pray for this president, I don't like him," then my question is, did you pray for the last president? Some of you in this room, just to be honest, are saying, "Look, I don't want to pray for this president, but man, I did pray for the last one." And some of you are maybe saying, "Man, I pray for this president, but I didn't want to pray for the last one." Can I tell you this? Our battle is not against flesh and blood. We must be people of prayer. We must undergird everything we do with the reality that we live in a spiritual world. It says our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. I believe that you have an enemy of your soul, but I want you to look right here. If you are a follower of Jesus Christ, I want you to hear this unequivocally and clearly. The enemy of your soul has no power over you. He has no authority over you. The only authority that the enemy of our soul has over us as followers of Jesus is authority we give him. The enemy has no power, no authority over you if you're a follower of Jesus. If you are covered by the blood of Christ, if you have the Spirit of the living God within you, you are not to be afraid of the enemy of your soul, but you are to recognize his work. And so here's the way I've gone to saying it recently. When you see stealing, killing, destroying, when you see your hope stolen, dreams killed, and futures destroyed, you are seeing the work of the enemy. Those are his fingerprints. The enemy manifests in many ways, but I want you to know our battle as followers of Jesus is not against flesh and blood. It's against principalities and powers and rulers in high places. The fingerprint of the enemy is things are stolen, killed, and destroyed.